Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Susan Love TV from Susan and Family TV. So, if it's your first time of seeing this face, this is not our first video. Susan Love TV. We are coming from Susan and Family TV. Thanks for always taking your time to pass by. If it's your first time of stopping by on this channel, Susan Love TV, thanks for stopping by. And also try to watch on our other channel, Susan and Family TV. You will love that channel. We have cooking video over there. And we also have started lessons of life stories in our other channel, Susan and Family TV. So on this channel, Susan Love TV is our chit chat channel. So welcome to our chit chat channel. Welcome to Susan Love TV from Susan and Family TV. And we also have, Kiss TV. We also have Kiss channel called Kiss Adorable TV. So let's get started. Today we have another interesting, topic talking about success, keys to success, part 4. So our topic of today, keys to success, part 4, is how can we know when our minds tells us the right thing to do? As I earlier said in Keys to Success Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, I said so many things are attracted, to keys to success, for us to be continuously successful. So many things are, surrounded with it. So many things are attracted, with keys to success. So today we are having Keys to Success Part 4. How can we know when our minds tells us the right thing to do? I say first, how can we know when our mind tells us the right thing to do? First is feelings, So we all have feelings. It's what we feel or how we feel about something that tells us if the thing is good or bad. Again, how can we know when our minds tells us the right thing to do? I say one, feelings. Through feelings you can know. How through feelings you can know if what you are about to do or what you have been doing or any business, any work you are doing, if it's the right thing that you are doing. I say one, feelings. Through feelings you can know when our mind tells us the right thing to do. I say one again, feelings. We all have feelings. Every one of us have feelings. Our kids, everyone up to baby have feelings. We all have feelings. Is what we feel or how we feel about something that tells if the thing is good or bad. So when we have good feelings about something, that is for us to know that that thing is good, and our mind works together with our feelings for us to know what is right or wrong. Hope you're understanding it. I'm going to try to slowly read what I just wrote for you to understand how can we know when our mind tells us what is right thing to do. So 2 says, not emotions. Yeah, for us to know when our mind are telling us things that is right, not with emotions. When you use emotions to decide, what you are doing that is right or wrong, that means it's like you are failing that thing, so not with emotions. But for us to know that our mind is telling us the right thing to do, feelings is number 1, but emotion is not included. So I said not with emotions. Emotions cannot make a perfect decision for you to know when you are doing the right thing or wrong. Emotions cannot make the perfect decision for you when you are doing the right thing or wrong, because emotions are sentiments which can carry you away, and you will forget or not be able to meditate on the right thing to do. Emotions cannot control your minds. Emotions cannot work together with what your mind tells you if it's right or wrong. So how can we know when our mind tells us the right thing to do? The first thing is feeling, but emotion is not included. So I'm going to try to give examples, for you guys to be able to understand more about what we are talking about to Keys to Success Part 4. So I'm going to give 2 examples of emotions for you to know emotions doesn't work with minds when making the right decision. One says, when a man, I'm just giving example. For example, when a man and a woman gets together through emotions, when the man and the woman allow their emotions to take over them, instead of them following their minds, following their feelings, which is telling them the right thing about the man or woman. So example of this is sometimes, we humans, we all allow our emotions to get over us. Some people get little emotions. Some people get too emotional in everything about them. They get too emotional. So like me, I get too emotional when maybe I'm seeing something on YouTube that like people are being like, maybe someone is feeling bad. Before you know, tears are coming out of my eyes, because why? I'm emotioned. And when I see that people are not okay, I'm too emotional to get like tears coming out of my eyes. But I'm not that emotional that when I don't know a man enough for me to be like, forget my mind, for me to like forget my feelings. No, I'm not that kind of emotional. There are different kind of emotional, but there are some people also who cannot control their emotions. Anytime they come across someone, just even the person is beauty, or the person is beautiful, or the person is handsome, their emotions have already gotten over them. Through their emotions, they will even forget if maybe their mind is telling them that this person is not good for you. Maybe this person is not making you happy, even when they feel, that the person is not making them happy. But because their emotions have entangled them already in that relationship, you understand, they will forget to use their head. They will forget, what their mind is telling them. Don't go into this relationship deeper than that. You will either regret it now or, later. But because they allow their emotions, to control them, instead of their minds and their feelings. So another one, I give another example. I said another example is maybe where you work, your boss is not married. I'm giving second example. Maybe where you work, your boss is not married, and you both allowed your emotions to bring you into relationship. And when you both know that you are not compatible. Yes, this is another one. Maybe where you work, your boss is not married, and you both allowed your emotions to bring you into relationship, and you both know that you are not compatible. It's not what you both want in relationship, and your mind keep on telling you this person is not going to make you happy. You will ignore what your mind is telling you, because you didn't follow your mind, you didn't follow your feelings, but you followed your emotions. So that is the same thing. Some people, maybe you are working somewhere, your boss is not married, can be a woman boss, a man boss, and you both fall in, you just fell in love to each other through emotions. Even when it's like, your mind is telling you that, oh, this is your boss, or maybe the person working with you is not, it's not going to make you happy. You are not compatible. Don't do it. But because your emotions have already over covered your mind, what your mind is telling you and what you feel, you will still go ahead, and continue. At the end of it, you see that you will regret it, because why? Your mind have been telling you right from day one that this person is not going to make you happy. You are not compatible, but you didn't follow your mind and your feelings. You followed your emotions. So let's go ahead. I also wrote, when your mind wants you continuously about something, when you follow your mind, you will see that that thing works out perfectly. When you go against your mind, you will realize that either you regret it soon or later. That is truth. Whenever your mind, we are still talking about keys to success part 4. There are so many things attracted to keys to success, that we are talking about. So this part 4, we are talking about, how can we know when our mind tells us the right thing to do? When your mind wants you continuously about something, try not to do it. If you want to be successful in anything you are doing now or what you intend to do, when your mind wants you about something, try not to do it. When you follow your mind, you will see that that thing works perfectly. That is true. When you follow your mind in anything you are doing for you to be successful, in life, when you follow your mind, you see that that thing you are doing comes out perfectly. When you go against your mind, you will realize that You realize that either you realize that you regret it now, soon, or later. That is truth. Whenever you are doing anything, when you go against your mind, when your mind is warning you continuously, this thing don't do it, this thing don't do it, in your business, in your school, in anything, in our kids' life, in our life, anytime something is warning us, the thing is coming to our head continuously, warning us, don't do this thing, don't do this thing. When you listen, to your mind, you will see that that thing will work out perfectly. But when you go against your mind, you will see that even if you don't regret it soon, later, you are still going to regret it. So we go ahead to say, that is why we say, and up to our kids say they also they also have feelings, they also feel so good. That is why we say, and up to our kids feel so good. And some people says they feel so tired. That is feelings that that is feelings that controls our mind for us to always make the right decision. Yeah, that is truth. Feelings is what I feel good. Our kids tell us always, oh, mommy, I feel good. Like when my daughter always, when she's in the she says, mama, I love to go to school. Holidays coming. No, I don't like to stay, all in the house like that. I prefer to go to school. I feel good, like that. Like our kids say, I feel good. And we, the parents, always say we feel good. And some people, maybe they didn't sleep well, they didn't, or maybe they didn't go to bed on time. They'll say they feel tired. That is feelings. So our feelings, controls our mind for us to always make the right decision. That is why I said the first one, how can we know when our mind tells us the right thing? It's feelings. So feelings work together with our minds, for us to make the right decision, for us not to regret. So let's go ahead. When you allow what you feel to work with your mind, when you allow what you feel to work with your mind, you will begin to see that feelings and mind works together to make us know what is right or wrong. That is truth. When you allow your feelings, when you allow what you feel to work with your mind, you will begin to see that feelings and mind works together to make us know what is right or wrong. So I also go ahead and wrote, if you want to be successful in everything you do, try to follow your mind, follow what you feel, not emotions. Beautiful people. Keys to Success Part 4 says, how can we know when our mind tells us the right thing to do? Feelings, number one. And we are still continuing talking about feelings. If you want to be successful in everything you do, try to follow your mind, follow what you feel. That is what is the feelings. It's like, when you are somewhere, it's like you are feeling that, oh, this place is not the right place for you, and you want to ignore it because what you are seeing there entices you, and you ignore what you are feeling. You see that at the end of it, when you stay too longer there, you might even regret it. So that is why I said, if you want to be successful in everything you do, try to follow your mind, follow what you feel, not emotions, for you to always do the right thing so you don't regret it now or in future. So I also go ahead and wrote, when someone tries to convince you against what your mind tells you what you feel, try not to be fooled by your emotions, which the person is using to convince you. Always try to remember to follow your mind feelings to avoid regret. So let me say that again. When someone tries to convince you against what your mind tells you what you feel, try not to be fooled by the emotions which the person is using to convince you. Always try to remember to follow your mind feelings to avoid regret. So I also wrote, emotions has made so many people regret in relationship, in marriages, in work, or in business, because they were carried away by fantasy. They were carried away only by what they see. They were carried away by lust, emotions, and they forget to use their head. They forget to use their minds, and they forget what they feel about that person or that thing that they do if it's right or wrong. That is truth. When you allow your emotions to entangle you, you will realize that in success, keys to success, you will realize that when you allow your emotions, to entangle you, and you forget using your head, and you forget what your mind is telling you about this thing, this business, this work, this person, it's not going to make you happy, but you don't want to follow your mind, you don't want to accept it even when your mind is warning you, but you want your emotions to control what you are feeling or what your mind wants you not to do. At the end of it, you will see that you will either regret it now or in future. So I also wrote, that is why some people says it's love at first sight, meaning you don't even know this person well enough, and you are not already loving, you are already, let me say it again. That is why some people says it's love at first sight, meaning you don't even know this person well enough, and you are already loving the person the first day you met the person, which is lust. Your emotions makes you fall in love with this person who you don't even know if he or she is good or bad. But when you take your time and allow your mind and what you feel to control you, you will know if you are doing the right thing or wrong. Okay, so I also go ahead and wrote, I use more of relationship to give examples of how can we know when our mind tells us the right thing to do, because keys to success attracts a lot of things, and what our mind tells us and how we feel about something is very important for us to know if what we are doing is right or wrong. So that is why I'm trying to using relationship, which I feel that maybe it's going to be easier for you to be able to understand what we are talking about. Keys to success part 4. How can we know when our mind tells us the right thing to do? When your mind is telling you in school, in business, in anything concerning us, concerning our kids, because anything you are doing, in work, in anything you are doing, when your mind tells you continuously about something, this is good, accept it. But when your mind is warning you about something, don't do it. In anything you are doing, if you want to be successful, don't do it. Don't be carried away with your emotions, be carried, follow your mind, and what you feel about that thing, not your emotions. So I also wrote, when people allow their emotions to control them in their relationship and later they break up, some of them cannot concentrate in what they do because it's like they were betrayed by their emotions. For example, in their working places, they cannot concentrate or in anything they do. That will lead them not to be able to be successful in what they are doing, because they allow their emotions to control them instead of using their heads, minds, and following what they feel. And when you cannot concentrate in what you do, that will affect your success in what you are doing. So here is it, beautiful people. I'm going to try again to read this one. When people allow their emotions to control them in their relationship, we are still using relationship for this keys to success, which I think is going to be easier for you to try to understand what I'm trying to say. That, when you use emotions in anything you are doing, in your business, your school, in your working place, you will see that it's not going to result fruitfulness, But when you follow your mind, when you use your mind and what you feel, you will see that you will be successful in anything you are doing. When people allow their emotions to control them in their relationship and later they break up, some of them cannot concentrate in what they do because it's like they were betrayed by their emotions. For example, in their working places, they can't concentrate or in anything they do. That will lead them not able to be successful in what they are doing, because they allow their emotions to control them instead of using their heads, using their minds, and following what they feel. And when you cannot concentrate in what you do, that that will affect your success in whatever you are doing. That is true. So that is our conclusion. So when people allow their emotions, to control them, we are using like, okay, now let's use, relationship, let's use business, let's use school, let's use work. When you allow your emotions, to control you, you see that why I use relationship more. Some people, they don't know this man so good. They don't know this woman so good. They don't know if this man is pretending. They don't know if this woman is pretending. And they go into relationship, They didn't allow their mind to make a decision, They didn't allow, they didn't have patience to really know this person good. And they didn't even allow what they are feeling about this person. Like maybe they are always having feelings that this person is not a good person. This person is not the right person. This person is not what I've been, praying for. But because their emotion, they are so emotional, already in that relationship, they will allow, their emotions to control their relationship, before they know it, they will break up. And after they break up, in relationship, there are some people that they cannot handle breakup, and that will affect them because they broke up with this person, because their emotions betrayed them, in that relationship. Even at working place, they can't concentrate. By the time you cannot concentrate in your working place, by the time you cannot concentrate in your studies, by the time you cannot concentrate in your business, by the time you cannot concentrate on your kids, by the time you cannot concentrate in your home, by the time you cannot concentrate, everything concerning your life is like, being betrayed, your emotions, allowed you to be betrayed, by this person. And before you know it, that thing that you have been building, that school, that work, that business, because you have allowed your emotions to take over you, and this person, this man or this woman has broke up with you. There are some people, when men and women break up with them, they just go ahead, move ahead and forget and say, oh, that is it. Maybe this person is not meant for me. But there are some people, beautiful people, they are so emotional when they break up with a man and a woman. Some people, they even like to go in extra mind to do something bad to themselves because they were betrayed by their emotions that they feel about this person. In their working place, this kind of people, they cannot concentrate. They cannot concentrate in their studies. They cannot concentrate in their home. They cannot concentrate on their kids. They cannot concentrate in anything. When you cannot concentrate in what you are doing, how can you have success? So that is keys to success. When you cannot concentrate, there is no way you can be successful in anything you are doing. So hope you love this video. Hope you learned something from this video, trying to let you know, part 4, keys to success. How can we know when our mind tells us the right thing to do? Beautiful people, how we can know when our mind tells us, the right thing for us to do is when we follow our mind. Follow your mind. Don't be deceived by anyone. When your mind is warning you against anything, don't do it. When your feelings, when you feel something is not good, don't do it. Anytime you are doing something, you feel that thing is good, you feel that thing is super, you feel that thing is giving happiness, bringing happiness to us, to our kids, to our home, continue with it. But when you are doing anything that is like it's giving you stress, it's like it's giving you problems, it's like it's separating you from your loved ones, it's like that thing separating you from your kids, you have to know that feelings that you are having, it is a good feeling for you to know that if you continue with that thing, you might regret it now or in future. So keys to success part 4 says again, how can we know when our mind tells us the right thing to do? Follow your mind and follow your feelings, not your emotions. Don't follow your emotions for you to know the right thing to do. Don't follow your emotions. If you want to be successful, in anything you have been doing and anything you intend to do, don't follow your emotions. Always try to follow your mind and follow what you feel, your feelings. So thanks for watching. See you in our next video by His grace. Hope you found this video inspiring. Hope you found this video educative. And please don't forget to subscribe. Subscription is free. What are you waiting for? You need to subscribe so that anytime we upload videos, don't forget to press the notification button so that anytime we upload new videos, you will be the first to be noticed. So thanks for watching. See you in our next video by His grace. Remain blessed and share those videos so that other people out there, up to our kids, everybody want to learn, this is a video that's educative and inspiring. It's something like maybe out of all I just wrote and said now, maybe there's something you didn't know about and you have learned something from it. So share so that other people can also know about this topic. How can we know, when our mind tells us the right thing to do? Keys to Success Part 4. Thanks for watching. Remember, blessed from Susan, Susan Love TV, from Susan and Family TV. And please click, try and watch our other channel, Susan and Family TV. We have a lot of, lots of lessons of life stories. We have already up to part 7. You will love those stories. Those stories will inspire you. Those stories, are lessons of life for you to learn from it. So if you have not, seen the other of our channel, Susan and Family TV, try to watch and click to that channel, Susan and Family TV. We also have Kids channel, Kids Are Adorable TV. And if you also want to follow me on my Facebook page, I have Facebook page called Lessons of Life through my name on Facebook, Victory Beck. Thanks again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for taking your time to watch and view our videos, our channel. My God who guides and protect and bless my daughter and I will continue to guide, protect, and bless you and your kids and your family. Remain blessed from Susan Love TV, from Susan and Family TV. We love you. Mwah!